Hey guys, wanted to walk through how to actually set up offline conversion tracking with Google Ads and Go High Level. This has been brought up to me a few times, just the nuances of how do you actually go and set this type of stuff up. First off, obviously, you need to have a Go High Level account. So we have a test account here that we've set up. Um, and ideally, or you obviously need to have a Google Ads account that you want to set this up with as well. So the first thing that we need to do is go to the Go High Level sub location that you're going to want to set this up with. You're going to go to the settings, and then from there, you're going to hit this integrations button. So once you get in here, you're going to log into the primary account that this account is set up with. So this is my email here. And so once you do that, you're going to see these different ad accounts that you're connected to. So just choose the one that makes sense. So this is just a demo account, so I don't mind sharing this info. So I can see that it starts off with 155. Typically, that's how I look for it in this list because it will be ascending lowest to highest. So just kind of look at what those first three numbers are, and you can find that if you have a lot in your account here. So that's connected. So the reason that is because we need to be able to pull in conversion setup from Google Ads so that we can use that here within our automation. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so now that we're back here in Google Ads, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go to our goals. We're going to go to conversion, and then we'll just click summary here, and that should give us the table we need. So what we're going to do next is we're going to create a conversion action. And the process I'm going to show you, you could obviously do it for any type of lead, like just a regular lead form, phone calls, different stuff like that. But if it's ideally, the offline conversions are going to be best utilized for providing even further data outside of probably how you should normally set up Google tracking. The reason is that you're going to have you can set up Google Tag Manager to just automatically track some of these conversions that are happening. And the reason that you want to do that, and we have another video on that I can link here, but the reason that you want to do that is because it's going to give Google more data on the users that you're not going to get by pushing offline data back to them. Now, where offline conversion data becomes very important is if you want to tell Google that this was a qualified lead or this was a lead that we ended up selling, and you can give that data back to Google. And there's actually a few selections that we can use to help Google understand that. But for whatever reason, if you're unable to set up tracking on the website itself, and you're using some type of CRM tool like Go High Level, this will work for that as well. But that's my recommendation, and kind of what I'm going to show you here. But again, like I said, you could use this for any type of conversion that you want. So now that we're here in the summary, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new conversion action. And what we're going to do is we're going to select this far right choice that says import. And we're going to do CRM files or other data sources. And then we're going to track conversions from clicks. And for the data source, we're just going to skip this step. You can use this if you have, one of these data sources, but typically it's going to be easier just to skip this step here. And then I would recommend turning on enhanced conversions if you do have a Google Tag or Tag Manager set up on the website. So if that code is there. So then we're just going to click continue here. And then this is where I was talking about is you're going to define what the lead categories are. So again, we can say that, this was a lead form or a sign up request, or they booked an appointment, whatever that was. Ideally, again, you're setting those up with your normal Google Tag Manager setup. That's going to be contained within the ecosystem here within Google Ads. If not, again, you can still do it like this, but this is where it's recommended, and where I believe that offline conversions can help boost your ads is when you have this qualified lead and converted lead. So if we say we get a lead in right to our CRM, Go High Level, and your team goes through, qualifies it, but it's not a sale yet, there could be a certain stage in your pipeline that you want to qualify this lead to say, yep, this was a good lead, this is everything that we're looking for. Now we're basically just waiting that, are we going to be able to sell this lead? So this would be a good time to tell Google, hey, we got a qualified lead in, and we can say, whatever you want to call it, qualified lead for company, whatever, right? So we can do that. And we're going to click save and continue. And then we're pretty much done here. So now if we go back to Go High Level, we're going to go to our automations and we're going to create a new automation here. So we're going to click that create workflow. We'll click start from scratch. And basically this is where you're going to want to set up that trigger. So, if it was a pipeline stage of some kind, I think it's actually status change, right? Opportunity status, yeah. So, say it's in such and such pipeline, which I don't have one for this account. And then, so the options here would be in pipeline, you'd select the pipeline, and then it would say like also the status is equal to this. So basically what you're telling it is, hey, when this lead that's in a pipeline, when it goes to this specific status, I want this workflow to trigger. And then now all we're doing is we're coming in here and we're doing to type in Google into actions, and we're going to click on this add to Google AdWords. And now that we've integrated our account, we can see that we have this conversion qualified lead for company. And all we need to do is click save action, and that's it. So at this point, we can publish that, we can save. Obviously, we don't have a trigger here, but this would be, again, where you'd ideally probably do some type of pipeline status change, or it could be whatever you want it to be. Maybe you have a scoring system. If it reaches a certain score, whatever that trigger needs to be, that's what you would set there. And then this would be the action as a result of that trigger, which is going to send this offline conversion to Google. And what it's doing is it's taking the Google Click ID that's associated to this contact in Go High Level, and a couple of the other information like the name, email, phone number, and it's sending that back to Google. So Google knows that, hey, this was that original lead that came in, a week ago or a couple of days ago, and now they're bringing this back to us to say that this is now a converted or a qualified lead. And then we'd basically go through the same process if we wanted to do a lead for, let's say, we close that sale. So again, we'd come to the conversion table here, create a new conversion. Again, go to import. We'll click CRMs. We're going to do this from clicks. We're going to skip this step. We'll click continue. And then we're just going to say that this is a converted lead. So won the sale. Save and continue. Done. Now, again, we'll do just another one just for training here, but we'll create another workflow. Again, another trigger. So ideally, it's probably going to be like whatever your opportunity one trigger is going to be, or again, if there's other qualifications that need to happen, set that trigger up. We're going to go to Google Ads. We'll type this add to Google AdWords, and we should see that new conversion action set up right here. So we can click won to sale. So the purpose of this is that we're now enriching Google with deeper information outside of, hey, we got a lead, we got a phone call. We're giving them more detail of, this was a qualified lead, this is what we were looking for, or this was a one lead. And that's why they have these, if we look at it again, that's why they have those two different distinctions between the lead categories is what they call it. And they set this up a while ago, but these are like special ones that pretty much relate to that, and it gives it additional data to help enhance your ad. So if you're able to set this up, this is highly, just really good juice for the algorithm. And if you're getting a good amount of leads and you're able to import this type of information back into Google, it's going to be a real big benefit to your ad account. So I hope this video was helpful on setting up offline conversion actions with Go High Level. If you guys have any questions on it, feel free to let me know. Thanks, guys.